pretty crazy game one that saw 9 lives take take option 12 really through the soul. It was down to the wire. A lot of big plays on both sides. Peach, what are your thoughts having had a few minutes to digest?
I think that was anyone's game. I think that Option 12 did a really great job showing um objective control. I mean, they were at every dragon, you know, only missed maybe with two of them, I think. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, I believe it was only, well, it was 2 elemental drakes, I think, and then the elder.
yeah. Played the slow game and I don't know. I couldn't even. I'll have to like relook at it and like see like what like the momentum of that game.
Yeah, I think initially it was, I think both teams just were maybe a little overconfident at certain points and maybe forced engages that ended up backfiring. Um, I think early on it was option 12 forcing a little too hard, and then I think Menards maybe got a little bit too confident in his durability and got caught a couple times to start fights, and those were the fights that allowed option 12 to come back into the game, but eventually Nine Lives was able to regroup and slam the door shut.
Yeah. I think that this second game is I don't think option 12 is out, right? Like I think that they definitely show that they're able to go toe to toe.
So will we see the
So
Gwen ban?
mm, I'm hearing from Entity Lumi that Menards is going into here knowing he's not getting Gwen in the second game, so
I mean, I would be surprised, that's for sure. Honestly, if we do see 9 lives end up making playoffs, I would be surprised if he gets it very often for the rest of the Community Cup here. Kaisa ban early from 9 lives, so they didn't like what Prowler was putting out on that champion in game 1. And there's the Gwen.
so correct.
So both teams immediately banning what was arguably the most impactful champion on the opposition rather, last time around. Sorry about that, folks. I thought I switched over to Champ Select, but we should be here now. Now you can see those bans that we were talking about.
Jeff, you're doing a fantastic job for your first time running the
shadows.
Fear controls
Thank you.
them.
Hopefully chat is still hidden like last time. Hopefully that's not a giant, enormous struggle for me again. Nunu banned away, the Kane ban as well, so Menard's drawing multiple bans now.
Maybe Narban?
Tyrant.
I wouldn't be surprised. At the same time, maybe if you're Godzilla, you just try to pick something that doesn't get bullied by it as much. It is tricky. I mean, there aren't that many things, I think, that don't get bullied by Nar.
Kali up. Is Foeden is someone gonna pick a Kali here? Are we gonna see Greybeard Odin on a Kali?
Yeah, that is an interesting choice. Might take the Yone away. There you go. Okay, so a flex pick for the first pick, but very, very powerful in many roles. So I understand that. If you're option 12, are you, do you think maybe they're bluffing with letting you have the Sakali? Maybe they have a plan for it?
I'm unsure. I guess we're gonna see. They did not pick a Kali. I'm interested.
Yeah, this almost seems like a game of chicken, where both teams are like, well, we know you kind of want it, but how bad do you want it?
I want to see it, so I want it. Not even playing.
Well, it is certainly a fun champion to get to watch as a neutral observer, which we of course are, despite our declaration as being in the cult of Menards last game. And Jinx picked up for Gotta Get Lucky. I believe that is a pretty comfortable champion for him, even though we haven't seen too much of him in GMA over the last couple months. He's been around the community long enough that certainly has been seen on that champion and able to play it to good levels. Set as well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Set is pretty much a lock to go top lane, right?
I mean, yes. Maybe it's
But-
jungle. Maybe it's jungle Set.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt Menards after what we saw last game, that's for sure. Wukong is picked up. I assume that'll be going to Godzilla. I believe that's actually a very, very potent champion of his.
I'm surprised that they didn't pick a Kali here.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if, you know, option 12 thought, well, if they're leaving it up, they must have a plan for it. And we don't want to, you know, walk into that trap, potentially.
Yeah, maybe he just isn't comfortable playing in like a 5e. I don't know. We're gonna see here.
I'm also seeing in chat that Nine Lives may have locked themselves into playoffs already with that first win. And so I'm wondering if both teams know that, if we might get some wacky stuff in this second game.
Yeah, because they're locked.
Yeah, so they are locked in. I guess seeding is still being decided. So maybe, you know, I don't want to hype up one team too much, but we have seen how strong Blitzkrieg has looked throughout this cup. So maybe, you know, this is two teams battling for the right to not have to play Blitzkrieg first.
Yeah.
Because I believe if 9 lives, let's see, yeah, just doing some math in my head. So if 9 lives, 2 O's, I think they would leapfrog Phoenix and end up being the second seed. Phoenix would fall down to 3, option 12 would be 4. If we end up with a 1-1, then Phoenix would be second, and then there would be some tie-breaking shenanigans. Have Zoe coming out. I assume that'll be going to Chaosix in the mid lane. That's always an interesting one to watch. Watching people getting deleted from off the screen.
There's the Leona pickup for Daikuba Libre. We see it. Is that Vigar Senna again for huge Prowler?
Yeah, it certainly looks like it. That's you sounded, you had a little tone in your voice when you said that. What are your thoughts on this lane?
Ugh. Gross.
All right, well, you heard it here first.
They're pulling out all the stops. They need this W. They said Senna Vigar. I don't know. That just sounds gross to play against, right?
Yeah,
Jeff?
yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I think Vigar is gross to play against, period, in all situations. Akali was left up the entire time, and option 12 did not go into it. Greybeard of Odin is going to play Graves in the mid lane, so I have a feeling that at least option 12 might be experimenting a little bit. I'm not going to say they're not taking it seriously, but they might be experimenting.
I mean, the Graves seems experimental, but I mean, we've seen Zilla play Wukong, we've seen Sladen play Zac, we've seen Prowler and Huge play Senna Vigar. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. On the other side, I don't think I've personally seen Chaosix on Zoe. Are you familiar with this pick for him? No? Okay.
I'm not, but, you know, one of my favorite streamers, Peckinwolf. Any Peckinwolf lovers in the chat? Okay. Love Peckinwolf. He plays a lot of Zoe. Also gross character. I would rival the grossness of Zoe to the grossness of having to lane against Senna Vigar. So they even each other out.
So, yeah, I believe I was mistaken earlier. 9 Lives, I don't think they can actually get up to above Phoenix. So that would make me think that Phoenix is locked into the second seed then, because option 12 can't reach them in points. And if 9 Lives can only tie them and don't have the tiebreaker, then that would mean that Phoenix is absolutely the second seed. I think my logic checks out.
Yeah, where's that spreadsheet in the Discord? Someone look at it.
Someone look at it. Overall, these comps are, I don't know, I'm a little concerned about option 12's comp. Just seems, you know, Vigar, obviously support Vigar ends up with a lot of damage just because it's Vigar. But other than that, you really have 0 magic damage coming out from your team.
Yeah. We'll probably see huge farming, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
So
man, I miss when Senna got all the farm. It was fun to play Senna then. I guess it's probably still
Mm-mm.
fun now, but I thought it was more fun
Yeah.
then.
From someone who played Senna 2.5 hours ago, she is still fun. So,
Good to know. Good to know. Love
just so
getting her in
everyone knows.
ARAM. One of my favorite champions to get in ARAM.
Okay, ban Jeff Senna when he and his Jarvan when he comes back to the 5v5 scene. Okay, chat. Thanks. Okay, Jeff, who wins this game? Because I'm gonna interrupt you after I just asked you a question because like the Zoe pick, like I know it's a comfort pick for Chaotix, but like it just like doesn't it's like the Ziggs from last game, but on the other side, right? You have like all
Sure.
these people
I
who
like
want
that.
to like go in and then oop, I'm Zoe. I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong. It could
Yeah.
happen.
No, I kind of like that analogy though. That the rest of this team, Jinx can hang back, but can also run in like a crazy lady. The rest of this team can really, really go all in. Zoe's a lot more tactical, poke-oriented, zone control. But it's not necessarily a bad thing to have multiple options, multiple ways to approach a fight, I suppose. So we'll hop over into our skin showdown.
Let's see these skins.
Well,
Okay.
we do have. Oh, nope, no skin on the set. Faux Eden is really. Well, he played a great game last game. So, I guess
Oh my god, they
overall,
load
though, I'd
so
probably
fast.
give it to option 12 again.
I feel like Nine Lives is very like royal looking. They're all like gold and like summery and like shimmery. So I'm gonna give it to them. Maybe we'll see some fun stuff because I mean I think Nine Lives are still gonna like play their heart out, but they're like, oh yeah.
I do
We'll
I do
see.
appreciate you calling that out about the color synergy. That is an underrated aspect of these skin showdowns. Didn't really get a chance to
Mm,
look at them because everyone's computers are too fast.
couldn't be me. The Immaculate 5 pointing
30 seconds
again.
until minions spawn.
Love to just look at the little mini map.
I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of miss the days back when, people had slow enough computers that you could like load into a game, you could go get a snack, go to the bathroom, come back out.
Yeah. Remember when you could see everyone's load percentage?
Oh yeah, that was not great because people got so toxic about that.
Okay. We are calling out
Minions
the
have
duck in the
spawned.
river. Jeff, if you want to move your camera down.
Oh,
Bottom river, do you see Prowler's pings on the map?
yeah, but I don't see a duck.
Oh,
I don't know. Well, now it's not
weird.
in vision anymore.
Maybe we have different like wildlife settings on anyways. You guys missed a really cute duck in the river. Just
Oh,
so you
I'm
know.
so sorry, everybody.
We're calling out our boy Idol Lights in it.
Both junglers starting on the bot side once again. I feel like both of these junglers, both Viego and Zac, are incredibly potent gankers, but in such different ways.
Yeah, definitely. Viego's insane damage versus the insane CC that Zac brings.
Mm-hmm. And Viego, it's sort of telegraphed. You see the mist coming around the wall and everything. You know he's about to dash forward, try to stun you up. Meanwhile, Zac just flies in from off camera.
Yeah. I mean, Viego has lanes with a lot of CC where I think the Viego is a really great pick for them because he doesn't bring any CC, but he doesn't have to, right? Ooh, maybe some
Jump in from Daikyu
miscommunication
Libre
there.
right away. A lot of damage going down onto Yuch. Exhaust comes out. Once again, Daikyu Libre opting for that exhaust over the ignite. What do you think about that choice in this particular situation?
Especially they have so much healing, right?
Sure.
Like their whole team does. But especially if you're laning against Senna. But also really some miscommunication there because Daikyu Libre goes in, but like Gotta Get Lucky was like not in range at all to follow up.
I think he was a little bit zoned by the event horizon as well, but yeah, maybe that could have been a little more advantageous. I mean, the dreaded Leona level 2 all in is sometimes enough to win a lane by itself. And that's another reason I'm a little surprised that it's exhaust instead of ignite, just because I feel like Leona, you know, your job is to go in and wreak havoc.
Hmm? Go in, CC someone, and then die. Zach's top, though.
Yeah, Slayton coming in, and Boeden is pretty far up the lane, does still have the Haymaker available, trying to make it down to Menards, who's coming up the river. Menards has really done a good job over the 2 weeks that I've casted him since he's joined at being in the right place to protect Boeden in situations like this. Greatbeard Boeden flashes, though. He's first to the roam from mid lane. There's the Haymaker, but it's not going to be enough. Godzilla taken really, really low, but not able to get it done. Prowler actually teleports up, gets a soul.
Wait, Prowler has teleport?
Yeah, Prowler teleported up. Chaosix is going to put a bubble down onto Slayton. But that leaves Huge in the lane alone down here. The turret will give him some protection.
Wait, Prowler also has Dark Harvest on Senna.
Interesting. A lot of choices going on around here. I think it was really important for Greatbeard of Odin to be the first one to that roam from the mid lane, because I thought Menards had actually set up a pretty picture-perfect counter gank the way that play was unfolding. Menards does steal away the Scuttle Crab. That feels bad for Slayton. Oh, nice Zenith play from Diacube Libre. They will pop the passive. Teleport is available for Godzilla, and he channels it immediately to keep his jungler alive. I think it got canceled, though, actually, by Boeden. Now Greatbeard of Odin is in. Diacube Libre behind enemy lines. Actually able to flash away, though, and the Sleepy Trouble bubble lands onto Slayton. Has no more passive. Prowler is going to get stunned up by Menard. Look at all that damage coming out from this Viego. I think he missed a Blade of the Ruin King right there, though. Got to get lucky, ends up taking down Slayton. Menard's trying to stay alive. All that healing. Got to get lucky with the Summoner heal. Keeps him alive just barely, and then takes down Greatbeard of Odin as well. So a 3-for-1 overall in that crazy exchange, although Foeden actually takes down Godzilla upstairs as well. Upstairs, up in the top lane. I don't know what I'm talking about.
And that gold like, both those kills going on to Gotta Get Lucky is so big for 9 lives, too.
Yeah, really, really good point there. Optimal pocket.
Just barely barely escaping that old Event Horizon.
Oh, man. You played long enough to remember when Event Horizon was instant?
No,
I
didn't.
Gosh.
That sounds horrible.
Go back and watch some. Oh, actually, Diacube Libre goes right back in onto Prowler. A lot of damage going down. Event Horizon, not quite enough. Got to get lucky with the rocket launcher. Had enough range, and now just running up onto Huge. Has the red buff, and Huge has to be more respectful of this. Will end up just getting chunked down to about half health, hobbling back under his tower. Slayton was channeling the jump, getting ready for that elastic slingshot. Excuse me, I forgot what it was called for a second.
Right on a ward too. Great job to 9 Lives for having that. That's such a good ward for when you're playing against people like Shaco and Kane and Zach.
Good point.
They saw him. They were ready for it.
Greatbeard of Odin getting a ton of damage done onto Chaosix. Yeah, I believe it was Burn the Heretic saying in chat, actually, that, well, I personally haven't seen Greatbeard of Odin play Graves in the mid lane yet. Apparently, Graves is an incredibly powerful pick in that position right now, so thanks for that information. Greatbeard of Odin, again, just bullying Chaosix out. CS lead is not very sizable yet, but with the state of the lane right now, I think it will be soon.
Game's lucky. Gotta get lucky. Got 3 kills already at 7 minutes.
And Boeden has once again carved out a pretty solid CS lead for himself up in the top lane. Big chunk from Greatbeard of Odin onto Menards. And Slayton and Huge are going to be first to this Drake. They timed the back timer, got to get lucky. Diacube Libre well, pushed up the lane, and they earn themselves the Mountain Dragon. And a couple souls. How are we looking for that? Right now we've got 20 stacks for Prowler, and actually we've got a play coming in, so we can't check that right now. There's the elastic slingshot on to Gotta Get Lucky. No summoner spells available for this Jinx, and is going to get taken down. Prowler will pick up the kill with the long range auto attack. I think he could have left that one for Huge, but that's okay.
And the shutdown going on to Senna is good too, though.
Menard's coming around, but I don't think that you want to continue this brawl if you're 9 lives. So nice play set up there by option 12.
Senna does have 3 Dark Harvest stacks.
Ooh, Greatbeard of Odin again, so much damage. The ult takes him down. Oh my goodness, that was brutal to watch. The power of this Graves on full display. Chaosix had flash up, but I think just it all happened so quickly.
In peace, Chaosix. We sing songs of your conquest.
Anyway, let's go check those stacks again. We had Prowler at 20 before, 24 now, and we can't click on Huge because Greatbeard Voden's in the way. Huge at 51 stacks on this Vigar.
I don't know, I don't play enough Vigar to know if that's good or not. And by enough Vigar, I mean never. I'll never play that character. So.
It was one of the champions that I played when I first started playing the game a long time ago, and that was back when Event Horizon was instant. And I believe the Baleful Strike, that's the Q, right?
Yeah.
Was also point click, I think. So you can imagine Vigar now, but just incredibly easier. That was like 2011 through 2013 or so. Foden and Godzilla brawling up in the top lane. Big haymaker, nice dodge with the clone by Godzilla to come out ahead on that trade by dodging the haymaker damage. Yeah, but it's not really fair. Godzilla has a big old staff, and Foden just with his fist. Nice flash away from Huge from that solar flare. Trying to put a ton of damage back down on Gotta Get Lucky. There's the exhaust. So getting some use out of that summoner spell right now. A lot of damage from Gotta Get Lucky. Prowler able to get away from the zap. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Godzilla's getting taken down. Action all over the map. Diacuba Libre went down to Huge, but it's a trade up in the top side.
They tried it again. I just feel like that. I don't know. Maybe too forced again by 9 Lives bot lane.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, maybe after you get that that flash with the solar flare, you kind of just take that as a win. Greatbeard Voden's looking to really bully his advantage around the map now. Menard's taking really low. Here's Sladen jumping in with the elastic slingshot. Prowler ults across the map, trying to help his team out whatever he can. Greatbeard Voden taken really low and does go down. Menard's drops in reply. Foden, though, still has the haymaker alive. Sladen, nice job getting the Rift Herald. Can he pick up the eye before he does? He does get out, able to flash. So overall, that's a positive play for option 12.
I mean, well played by Sladen. No panicking.
Yeah, absolutely. After Greatbeard of Odin went down, he could have said, oh no, I just gotta run, but stuck around, picked up the objective, and still able to get away with his life. And that was a straight 2v3, so you see the power of this Graves on full display right now.
Right.
Slate coming in, looking for Chaotix, has flash available. Nice job putting down the trouble bubble and just barely getting behind that minion so that the grab did not connect. Jumping forward, not able to get the big chunk on his Sladen, and I wonder if we'll see that Rift Herald dropped right away here. Yep, there it is. Gonna get some plates. Maybe a little bit of a hasty use in my opinion, because I think you can save that for some of the more difficult plates, but Shelly will still impact it. Get some solid gold over to Greatbeard of Odin. Up in the top lane, these guys continue to brawl. Staff versus fists. But once again, Foden having carved out a pretty good CS advantage for himself. Looking for the face breaker, but doesn't quite land it. And Godzilla will come back and just hit him with a Q.
Ooh.
Menards is really hanging around this mid lane a lot right now. They don't want this Greatbeard of Odin snowball to get any bigger. Sladen shading towards the bot side, and Greatbeard of Odin is going to run into Menards. Gets the stun down, but I don't know if he has the damage to win this fight. There comes Sladen, and TP is coming from Godzilla as well, but he gets canceled again. That's the second teleport that has been canceled by Foden. Godzilla's going to try to make him pay for it. I believe haymaker is still available. Godzilla dodges it again, but flash from Foden picks him up on the way out. Now back down to the bottom side. We've got a fight probably about to break out for this dragon. Foden is recalling though, and does have teleport. Yeah, so this can become a 5v4 for 9 lives very quickly. Oh, Prowler did get hit by the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, but there wasn't a pass for the follow-up from Chaos. Here comes Foden. Dragon health is down to about 700, and they do get it. Sladen able to secure it, and they also take down Diacuba Libre, who went in a little bit far ahead of his team. Foden comes out, big haymaker across 3 members. Gotta Get Lucky is just free firing in the back. Greatbeard Voden flashes forward. He smells blood, and he wants to cash in. Gotta Get Lucky gets caught by the Event Horizon, will go down. Prowler picks up that kill, and it's 2 kills plus the Drake over to option 12.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if Foden should have gone in to TP earlier, or maybe that team should have put like a better ward for him.
But by the time
he
arrived a little later than I expected.
Yeah, but by the time Diet Cuba Libre kind of like was like, you know, pull the trigger, it was like too late. You know, they had already gotten the dragon, and at that point, there's nothing to fight over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I understand maybe why you would still want the fight, because you do know it's a 5v4. So even after the objective is gone, you probably like your odds. Meanwhile, going back in again onto Prowler. Mega Death Rocket from downtown picks up the kill. That's a nice play. Shutdown goals going over to Gotta Get Lucky.
Again, he's got so much goal. You know, he's 4 kills. Just got that shutdown.
Do a little stack check here. Huge, actually, never mind, could be in trouble. Flash stun from Menards, trying to get in onto this Vigar. Has the red buff as well. Misses the ult, actually, and Sladen will show up and take him down. Eventually, Huge will drop as well. Prowler's here, teleported back down to the bot lane, using that unconventional summoner spell again, trying to save Sladen. Won't quite get it, but now Great Beard Odin is here, and this is going to get really, really ugly, I think. We Gotta Get Lucky, and Cuba Libre already goes down. Excuse me, the Leona already goes down. Chaosic's trying to match. Directed camera wants us to watch the top lane for some reason. Bubble lands from Chaosix, and they will get a lot of damage down onto Odin. The Ignite, will it be enough? I don't quite think so. One more Q. Oh, it was. I believe that was the passive from the W, the auto attack.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but nice job by Chaosix knowing his limits on that champion, chasing down Gravebeard of Odin. And they'll get a blue buff on their way out as well.
Yeah.
Once again, we are almost dead tied gold-wise in this game. We had this in game 1 as well. So these teams really putting on a good show for us tonight.
But option 12 again has 2 dragons.
Yep,
just
it's,
like that game.
feels like I've seen this one before.
Mm-hmm. Maybe an hour ago, folks. Who knows? I think another big shutdown from Odin went on to Chaosix there too. So.
Oh, good call. I wasn't actually watching. I didn't see if there was a shutdown gold again on him already.
I think so.
But Whedon and Menards will take away this red buff up on the top side, pillaging Sladen's resources. Trouble Bubble comes out but doesn't land. Cuba Libre coming up from the river, but gotta be a little bit respectful at about half health. Menards dashes in, finds Sladen in the jungle, and Sladen, I believe he already channeled the slingshot and didn't go anywhere with it, so now has to use the Let's Bounce. Gets ulted into the wall, but will be okay for now. Godzilla came down, also the support of Prowler from across the map. But a nice catch from Menards, making Sladen use all those cooldowns.
Senna opted for the plated steel cap item too.
Well, there are a lot of auto attackers on the side of 9 Lives. Meanwhile, Jinx just gets blown up, caught by the event horizon, never able to move after that, and so much damage from this Vigar. Sladen comes in again, another slingshot. Boeden gets away from it, but does still get pulled back. There's the Cyclone, the first one is out. Where's the second one? There it is. Boeden still has the Haymaker available though, and Menards is on the way. Can Menards clean this up? Unfortunately, I think he went the wrong direction. Menards will catch Sladen under the tower, and I think we'll be able to get the kill. There's the reset, but doesn't want any part of brawling with Odin after that. So it ends up being a 1-for-1. Actually, he's looking for Godzilla now. I love this play. The clone will keep him alive, though. Menards, oh, another ult, picks it up. Let's go back up to the top lane, directed camera. Thank you very much. Never mind, Odin's just going to walk away.
Did you like flash ult right there?
Bowie?
Diego did?
Menards?
Yeah.
No, he didn't have flash.
Oh. That character's too big brain for me.
Prowler roaming towards the mid lane. See this a lot out of the option 12 bot lane. They're never shy about heading up to other parts of the map. Odin has almost picked up this mid lane turret at this point. With the way that early laning phase was going, I was actually expecting that to maybe happen earlier. Chaosix goes in, just gets some damage down onto Gravebeard of Odin.
Oh, that bubble just barely kind of not going through the terrain.
Yeah, just missed the edge of the wall. Gotta Get Lucky is on a ward, misses the zap. And we've got third Drake spawning right now. Will be a Cloud Soul. And much like last game, option 12, as Peach pointed out, up 2-0 in Drake. I believe they went up 3-0 in Drake last game. Here comes Boeden with the teleport, but I think they might be late to the party. Again, Sladen is going to be able to smite this one down safely. Actually missed the smite, but still was able to secure it. Boeden into the back line. backline. Big ult from Prower, keeping everybody shielded up. Prower flashed away from Foden. Great Beard of Odin is taken really low. If they can get him down, he walks into the true damage part of the Haymaker from Foden, but Foden eventually falls behind everyone else. Triple kill for Huge so far. Gotta get lucky. Oh, he misstepped, went forward at the very end and get caught by the Event Horizon. This is gonna be an ace for option 12 at the end of it all.
Or gotta get lucky, just barely getting hit by that edge of that Event Horizon right there on his way out.
Yeah, it was just the slightest of missteps after he had popped Sladen into the bubbles, or excuse me, the blobs. He stepped forward for a moment instead of stepping back, and I don't think that Event Horizon would have caught him otherwise.
Yeah. I think this is the first time this whole 19-minute game that there's been a gold lead for either team.
Yeah, and it's a big one all of a sudden. Picking up 2 turrets as well was option 12. And let's check stacks really quick here. 192 for Huge and 70 for Prower on the Senna. So I think someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think those are pretty solid paces for both of those champions at this point in the game.
Yeah, the Senna has a ton of stacks. So
it's
maybe
nice when you're getting those
sleeping.
dragons.
Maybe I'm sleeping on the Dark Harvest teleport plated steel cap Divine Sunderer Senna build. Because I'm assuming that's what he's going next.
Yeah, I assume so as well. Menards looking for something on Great Beard of Odin, but won't land anything. Nice little sidestep. Rip Herald was summoned up in the mid lane and will just take down that turret all by itself. So little gold going back in the pockets of 9 lives after that, frankly, very one-sided fight that we just saw. Sleepy Trouble Bubble only hits the fake monkey, but
it hurts.
Lands with the big Q afterward. It's interesting with Chaosix. I feel like I'm pleasantly surprised on his behalf that he's not down more CS to Great Beard of Odin.
Because I missed the Q. I feel like he had a hard time in lane, but I mean, I'm not familiar with the Grave Zoe matchup, so.
Yeah, that's fair. Daiku Blueberry not able to land the Zenith Blade there, and now Chaosix may have gone too far. Sladen jumping in. There's the ult from Prower as well. Menards is just going to dash back towards his turret. We've got 5 on 4 up in the top lane. Foden does not have teleport, so cannot join. Excuse me, now it's 5 on 4. Prower just now arriving through the river. Event Horizon comes out. Teleport by Prower just to keep those minions alive. And they will get this turret pretty easily. The zone control of that Event Horizon is huge. There's a nice Cyclone from Godzilla. Gets onto 2 in the backline. Gotta get lucky. Just desperately trying to stay alive. Actually runs forward into Sladen. Does get that kill, but will drop afterward. Daiku Uire is all alone now. No chance. Down he goes. Chaosix just has to go back to the base. Or might like for a snipe here, but doesn't quite land it. Foden getting free time in the bot lane, getting some damage down. Oh, someone has to block this. They will. Great Beard of Odin, nice job being a bro. And now he might turn around and just kill Chaosix.
His Q hit the wall right there.
Yeah. Nope. Must not have quite had the cooldown up.
Yeah. What was that? 4 for? I missed the
3 for 1, or 3 for 2.
1.
3 for 2, but 2 turrets went over to option 12 as well. I think Foden got 1 turret in the bot lane.
Yeah. Dragon's up in a minute, which is soul points. Again for option 12. That's kind of where I think we saw the game kind of flip a little bit last match.
Absolutely.
You think 9 lives has it in him?
All of a sudden that Gwen just became unkillable around that stage of the game. That Cuba Libre getting in there, just trying to establish some vision control.
Gotta be careful doing it by himself.
I just realized that I didn't have these on again. I'm so sorry if Twitch chat has been talking about it. Objective timers are back, guys. Just in time for soul point. Gotta get lucky. He's pushing down this top lane turret. He's gonna have to get it and get out of there. Actually, he's not even gonna get it, and Godzilla's probably gonna kill him. This is gonna be really bad. 9 lives. I don't know if there's any way you can contest this Drake now.
Great.
Big chunk out of Chaotix doing his part to try to salvage this situation, but Godzilla has teleport available, so he can get down there in a hurry. Cuba Libre goes in, looks for Prowler. That's a nice catch, actually, onto an important target, and Prowler just gets destroyed. Great trouble bubble onto Greatbeard of Odin. Chaotix making huge plays right now. Godzilla has arrived, but just has to walk away. Use the Cyclone for that pick onto Jinx already. Jump in from, from Menards, who is now Sladen, and he will catch onto Huge as well. So much damage from this Viego. Does get Huge down. Huge shutdown. 1,000 gold. Now it's Chaotix against Godzilla. Trouble Bubble comes out. Chaotix looks like he's happy to just walk away from this situation. It will be 2 against 1 on the map. We'll see if Godzilla tries to go sneakily take that Drake. But I think Gotta Get Lucky and Chaotix are onto him. Just trying to secure the crab. This could get scary. I don't know if he'll be able to get this. Nice job by Chaotix, weaving his Q in between Godzilla and his clone to get that. Prowler's on his way back down, does have Flash and Ultimate available, so this fight could erupt. Here comes Teleport going though. Oh, what a snipe from Prowler. Godzilla just destroyed, Gotta Get Lucky, and then Prowler is able to finish it up. Godzilla jumps back in, now using the Cyclone to peel for Prowler. Boeing taken really, really low. Chaotix as well. Down he goes. The solo laners are gone, and this is going to be the sole, I believe, Cuba Libre, the only one there. Not a chance. What a turnaround by Option 12 at the end.
They got their soul. This same thing last game, but this time they're up, 4,000 gold.
Yeah, last time they were down about 4,000 gold.
Vygar's 11-2.
11-2, man. Yeah, Menards just got 1,000 gold shutdown onto Huge, but this Vygar is so strong that I'm not sure it'll matter. Right to the Baron. Menards, I think he knows this is happening, but very cautious to approach, and I don't think he'll even try for the steal.
I don't know if 9 Lives can really step into there at all. And that's a great place to fight for Vygar too, the ramp.
Sure, yeah. The event horizon in those small corridors.
Mm-hmm. What do you think Option 12 is going to do with this Baron? Do you think they just push his 5 or like split or?
I'd be a little disappointed if they didn't split, considering they have 3 teleports.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious how many stacks.
There are all 5 charging down mid lane right now, so what do I know?
Senna has 94 stacks and 15 Dark Harvest stacks.
Wow. And as for Huge, we've got 250 stacks. Oh, Trouble Bubble lands onto Prowler, but everyone's just gonna block that. Prowler has a lot of bros taking that bullet for him. But
the thing about
they're
Zoe,
letting
though.
Boeden just split push for free, basically, up in this top lane. I'm really surprised that we're not seeing a 1-4 or even a 1-3-1 out of Option 12 right now. They should eventually get this turret, but Boeden is outpacing them right now.
Right, and Chaotix is doing a really great job, like kind of popping people with that Q. Yeah, Boeden's still pushing.
Yeah, Boeden is just, they're not even thinking about answers. They should get the turret on this push finally. And Godzilla's going in. Doesn't pop the Cyclone though. There is Prowler's ult, and Slate has actually gone pretty deep. Huge solar flare comes out, slows 2 or 3 members. Greatbeard of Odin does take down the inhibitor behind this whole fight. Boeden has returned now. Huge takes down, Gotta Get Lucky, that's huge. The Jinx is dead at the start of the fight. Again, can Menards carry this fight? I think it's gonna be up to this Viego to get the work done. Stays alive for now. Godzilla is still very, very healthy though, and Viego as Sladen gets taken down. Got rooted up by that event horizon, and man, this Vygar pick paid dividends for Option 12 in Game 2. They're gonna finish this one up right now.
Pretty decided victory this game too. Didn't seem as close for as long like the other one did.
Yeah, it was close for a while. It felt so similar, and then just, man.
It snowballed.
I want to give a shout out to Godzilla. I think he played really, really well in that Wukong in those late game fights.
Yeah, that's like way more his type of character. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we get a 1-1 at the end of this. Both of these teams have made playoffs, so not really a crucial matchup for either side.
So White Wolf's out and Northern Storm?
Yep.
Only out of the split, still in our hearts.
Always. Taking a
forever
look
and
at some
ever.
stats here. Most damage done by Chaotix, actually. Not too surprising. It is Zoe, after all. Most damage on the team for Godzilla, though. That's pretty impressive out of the
Mm.
Wukong. Looking down
Even
at
more than
vision
the
scores.
14 and 2 Vigar.
Vision score is pretty low for everybody, but I think it was such a short, chaotic game, and, Huge obviously wasn't on the support role. Pretty solid vision score from Prowler at 63.
Mm. So now it's Blitzkrieg 1, Phoenix 2, Option 12, 3, and 9 lives 4.
All right. So that means, let's see, Peach. So you will be playing option 12. Got any thoughts on that right now?
Um, if um if you pick teleport Dark Harvest Senna against me bot lane Prowler, you're gonna regret it. That's all I got.
Sounds
That's
good.
all I got.
All right. So don't forget to come back for the playoffs. We're just getting started with all the excitement. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for any contributions that you might have made or might be able to make to our work with Feeding America. And this is Jeff and Peach signing off for the night. Have a good one.
Bye, everyone.